The pet products industry should be fantastic for social media, but if you're struggling to grow your following or get engagement, or whatever you do just isn't working, well then you're going to have to change. My name's Nathan Smith and I'm going to be covering the 5 biggest mistakes pet product companies make on social media. Okay, let's dive straight in. If you want to play on social media, you now have to pay. It literally is part of the deal. Gone are the days where you could grow massive followings on Facebook or LinkedIn and hope to be able to put content out there and reach those followers. And the reason is because the platforms are nudging us to a pay-to-play model. They're saying, guys, if you want to get your content out to these followers that you've spent all these years growing, you're going to have to pay me a little bit more money as well. But the quid pro quo is they're going to give you great analytics, they're going to make it more targeted than it's ever been. So the key thing here is to understand how much time and effort are you actually putting in to growing your organic social media following, which is still critical and important, and how much time and effort and what is the cost of growing it through pay to play. So you have to do the comparison. You have to understand what is going to give you the maximum value. These are 2 levers that you can pull. It's not one or the other. Both of them work. But there is absolutely no point in spending all your time and energy, which also costs money, growing a following where you just can't make momentum or get impact. So guys, you just have to grasp the nettle and look at Facebook, LinkedIn, Insta, and look at how you can grow that following and accelerate it through a pay-to-play platform and advertise. Mistake 2. Now this is a subject people don't like to talk about, but it is our competitors. Now it is just not a nice to know, but it's a need to know now on social media. The tools are there, they are giving you fantastic data on your competition, how they're performing, what their analytics are, the content that works for them, and I'm going to list these tools out so you can start using them in your business. It seems crazy just to be blinkered and use your own social media without any respect at all for what your competitors are doing. So don't ignore them, guys. The tools are there. Start using them. Let the tools do the heavy lifting and start understanding the data that they give you and understand how that can affect and change your social media. Tip number 3, metrics. You shouldn't even begin to do social media without understanding what your goals and objectives are. And if you're going to understand and identify your goals, you need to have metrics. Is it to grow 1 million followers on Instagram in the next few weeks? Is it to sort of increase your average order value to your e-commerce store? Understanding the metrics can be complex and confusing, but it is literally a need to know before you go on these platforms and use them. So much time, energy and investment is put in by companies in the pet products industry without fully understanding what the key metrics are. You need to know how much you're prepared to pay for a lead. How much does it cost to grow your following and what does that actually give you? What is your average order value? How much are you prepared to spend to acquire a customer? What's your cost per click? Get into the detail, guys. There's so much information out there and we ourselves at PetMetrics give so much. Check out our blog, check out some of our other posts and really get on top of that. Tip number 4, you are posting too often. Your frequency is too high. You are driving people crazy. The frequency of your posting is through the roof and as a consequence, you're driving your followers crazy. Yes, it's good to develop great content, but that content can suffer if you're only interested in frequency. So what is a good time to post? Well, a general rule of thumb for the pet products industry, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram is roughly once a day, maybe twice a day, maybe exceptions to the rule if you've got something really great to say. Now, Twitter's completely different and it can be like 10 to 20 times a day, but don't use that same frequency that you're using for Twitter on Facebook. There are only so many followers out there who will be following pet product brands, and there's only so much content they can possibly bear. So it is a huge mistake for people to think the more content equals more engagement. Stop. Once a day is a good rule. Tip number 5, video. It seems crazy that people are just sticking with images. We work in the pet products industry. We have great opportunities to show some of the greatest videos that have ever been made. It was literally made for a social media. So start using video. Phones are fantastic, so there is no excuse not to sort of get to grips with some basic, rudimentary editing skills and get some great content out there about your products, about your customers, about what it is you do and the problems you solve and why people should be using you and your products and services in their life. So start using video. The platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, they want to grab attention. They want your dwell time. They don't want you going off watching the BBC or HBO. They want you spending time on their platform. A great image is not going to keep people on their platform. So you need to be playing with people like Facebook and LinkedIn and producing video for their native platforms, and they're going to reward you in turn by giving you a very generous algorithmic push to give you many times more views and engagement than what a simple image would be. So hopefully that's been useful, guys. Get on top of your social media if it isn't working and put those 5 things in place as fast as you can. And I can't wait to see you using these tips and improving your social media. So good luck, guys.